The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. 2050. The world is shocked by terror attacks in Paris and across the globe.
Parisians enjoying their Friday evening were sitting ducks for the terrorists.
Michelle Payne made history in the Melbourne Cup.
Just want to say to everyone else can get stuff because they think women aren't strong enough, but we just beat the world.
And Mick Fanning punched a shark.
To walk away from that, I'm just so stoked. Oh, man.
Bronwyn Bishop hired a helicopter.
Goodbye, Bronwyn. Bronwyn, goodbye.
Nerds everywhere heralded the arrival of a new Star Wars film. Chewie, we're home. And we're still all arguing whether the dress was blue and black or white and gold.
White and gold, that's what I see.
No way, that's black and blue. No way.
2015 was also a big year for Hamish and Andy. With a race that slowed down the nation, a high school musical for Andy, and the boys' first ever performance as a band. So let's look back at their year of fun. Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks, 2015.
And a couple of days ago, I had need to send out a bit of a group email.
Yes.
And I said to you, hey, I actually don't have your girlfriend Beck's email address.
Yeah.
So can I get your details? Can I get the details? You know where this is going.
I know where this is
You've
going.
sent me her digital details under her name.
At the time of sending it, I was like, should I,
No.
can I be bothered fixing
Well,
this?
you should have covered your tracks, mate.
For Hamish.
You should have covered. Because in her details, we'll just run through it here. Got a picture of her. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Rebecca. That's
First
nice.
picture she ever sent me.
Sweet. Email. Birthday's in there. Great. You've filled it out thoroughly. In fact, you filled it out so thoroughly that under her name, it says, now can I mention the name of the cafe?
Sure.
It says Patch Waitress. Patch obviously being the name of the cafe where you picked her up. And for people that don't know Andy and Beck's getting together story, you liked the way that she served you. You thought, I wondered if I could enjoy this level of service on a domestic level. Quite enjoy the fact that this attractive girl seems to have to do what I say. If I ask her in a nice way, if she resists, it's bad customer service. I wondered if I could somehow domesticate this situation. So you guys got together.
No, I was actually the way she served other people, but I was impressed by
I
it.
wonder if those could be my friends and family.
No, she's just being so lovely to people.
Well, she still remains in your phone as the waitress from Patch. She doesn't even work there anymore.
Nah, but I mean, I put it in the same day, and I didn't have her surname at that point.
Yeah. Oh, so you've updated it since?
So I have updated it because
But she's still Patch Waitress.
But I didn't. But yeah, I just didn't delete. I mean, that was under the.
Does she know about this?
Probably not.
Do you reckon she's happy with it? Because I feel like she'd probably want to be in there, just even girlfriend, or even just nothing. Like, delete the note. Show
Current girlfriend. Take the word current.
One of my favourite girlfriends.
No, love of my life, that kind of thing.
It doesn't have to go crazy, but it certainly doesn't have to be an old job she used to have. I reckon after a year, she would appreciate being known for some sort of different, even like brunette, might be a nicer way for her to be remembered.
But you're in my phone as Hamish Blake, poor uni friend with no car.
But that's still true. Hey, no, probably Hamish Blake can dunk. What's that other cool thing that I showed you on our first date together? Can dunk, but can knock coffee cups over. Ando, look. And the other crazy thing about your phone is you don't nickname anyone. No one has your first name, last name. Like
first name, last name, company. Only first name, last name, company.
Even your dad is Michael Lee instead of Dad. So she's
Read and Recovery. She is Borwood North Primary School.
She's been given hardcore labelling here. Yeah. She's been given no chop out. I would have thought if anyone deserves a chop out on your phone, surely it's your nearest and dearest. If you're in the same position as Beck, would you like to request that your partner change what you're known as in their phone?
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd like you. Well, I mean, I actually changed it as soon as it came in. I thought I'd do the right. When I saved her details, I edited it. I made it ex-Patch Waitress. Show that she's moving on.
Can you send me that card back?
She's moving on.
Save me a bit of time.
She's got another job now. She's got a career going. She's a strong, great, independent woman. She's moved on from that job. Request a change in your partner's phone. I'm going to make Andy change Beck's.
Yep.
I mean, it might not be great, Beck, but it'll be a move on. We'll take your calls after this.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
November 13, 2015.
And this is not a fantastic result, what you've just brought
That's
up.
great. This is fun. This is a great way for you to rename your girlfriend in your phone. Her name's Beck, and she's a girlfriend. In the phone, she's listed as Rebecca Harding. Full name. Very clinical.
Yeah, well, the reason I do that is...
Too many women. Too many men.
No.
Too many friends.
Is if you were ever having to share the contact
But I
with
actually
someone...
couldn't find her because I was searching for Beck, and she's under Rebecca.
If you have to share the contact with someone, when people ask me for friends' numbers,
Yeah.
it's much easier just sending them that
So
way.
you just yellow pages it.
So I can just...
Even
leave
if
them-
she's a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, no big deal.
Now,
Who sees my phone? Me.
you had her listed as patch waitress.
It would be a worry
It
if...
wasn't the fact that she was first name, last name. Her description was patch waitress, which is a cafe that she was the waitress at when you met her.
The worry would be if I woke up in the morning, looked across at her after a year of having a great time and go, "Jeez, which one is this one?"
What's
again?"
that? Do I have facial Shazam yet on my phone? Now, 131060, do you
That's
want
not the case.
Do you want to change the way you referred to in your partner's phone? I haven't asked Beck about this, but I assume she'd like to be known as something else apart from the waitress at the cafe where you first met. Now, have you changed her details?
She just texted me and she said, "I've brought this up with you before." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Have you changed it?
It's funny when you can talk on the radio and get live text happening
I
straight
recommend
back.
you close your laptop because they're not going to be positive.
Helen,
Can I just ask, have you changed it?
but have I changed it?
Yep. Have you had the whole song?
Helen's on 131060. Helen,
How are you?
would you like to be changed, the name?
Well, I kind of don't mind it. Is that a bit weird?
What have you got?
I'm called Shags.
Shags.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an affectionate nickname.
But was that in reference to what you were doing at the time, or?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's not often that you save someone's phone number during the act of getting to know them better.
That's great, and then obviously it's endearing, and it goes back to fonder, maybe not fonder times, but exciting times for
Exciting
Helen
times,
when they were both
like,
exploring each other.
Little time capsule.
Tash.
Didn't have to say exploring each other. Tash. What would you like to change the way you're referred to in your partner's phone?
Yes, girl from the pub.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
3 years.
Definitely more than that now.
Yeah.
Tash, do you live
Yeah.
together?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, girl from the house, girl at the house.
What
all
would
the
you
time
like? Would you like a new title?
Oh, my name would be great.
Oh, hang on, so you're not even in the
So
phone
that's-
as the name?
That comes up
Well,
as the name.
I am now, but in the notes section on the iPhone, it's still girl from pub.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's
so
the
just
notes.
delete the note.
It's the
isn't it?
notes bit that can really cause the offence. Because Ando's right. No one looks at the notes.
Yeah.
But when you do look at the contact, it seems like the note is the most important. You've got a chance to write down the most important aspect of this person, and that's what you've done.
Jack, you would like to change what your mates have you saved as in their phones.
Well, yeah, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
How are you, Jack? What are you saved as in
Well,
your
so
mates'
this
phones?
is a pretty interesting story. I'm a bit of a late bloomer in terms of my virginity, I guess. And I lost my virginity about like a year ago. And my mate had my name saved on his phone as Virgin. And even though I've lost it now, he still doesn't want to change it.
Sure. It's
That's
I mean,
who I am from
that's
life
what,
now.
each his own. Whatever happens on anyone's path, there's no right or wrong way to do this.
Yeah.
But it does. Do you feel like now that you have taken that step in your life, you'd like to shake the term?
Yeah, I'd really love to, but no, he doesn't want to budge.
How long into the future till you get upgraded to like stud or something?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe when I'm not even friends with him anymore. Maybe like in the really long future, when we're not even friends anymore, I think.
Jack, that's what friends are for. Light ribbing. I do not think he's going to change it.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
August 17, 2015. Joel Edgerton was in town for his new movie, The Gift.
Joined in the studio by Joel Edgerton. Thank you very much for popping in, mate.
Thank you for having me.
I understand new uncle. You're just telling us.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Uncle Owen.
Uncle, yeah.
Uncle Joel.
A little girl. How long ago was this?
Like 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Full on.
6 days ago.
My sister I became an uncle 5 days ago as well, so I was wondering if I beat you to it. On
I
this
think
one.
I might have beaten you by about a day.
All right, up top.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah. Well, now you've also come
Come
to
in
the
on the
studio
front foot.
with blue band-aids all over your knuckles. It looks a lot like you've punched a wall. Now, were you hoping for a nephew? You got a nephew? What have you done to your hand?
This is going to be tantalising for everybody out there. I have a razor, like a Mark III.
Yep.
Put it in the bag. Oh, no. And then reached in to grab something else and just cut the...
Like a face
out of
razor,
my hand.
and you just cut your hands up.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a razor scooter for a second, and you had an accident on like a 7-year-old's razor scooter. So I was like, do you know what? The one you described is actually not the most embarrassing version of the razor accident.
Mate, let's talk this film, The Gift. Congratulations. It's interesting. I mean, it surrounds a gift, and it is funny how a gift to someone that you're not that close to can feel a bit weird, no matter how generous it is.
Yeah.
Like, without wanting to give too much about the film, too much away, it is that thing of like going, there's a real line between, oh, that's nice, versus, gee, that's a big gift. That's crazy.
That's too much.
So you wrote this. Was there a specific gift that you were given back in the day that made you go, ugh? Actually, this is a great premise for a film.
No, but I have had one-sided friendships, imposed upon me. I obviously wouldn't know if I'd imposed one on someone else.
Well, it's almost like the rule is if someone pesters you, like, well, not pesters, but if someone wants to catch up 3 times, I reckon, and you can't or don't, after that, it kind of has to stop.
The interesting thing to me is that an intimate relationship, if it ends or it's not going so well, you break up with the person.
Yeah.
But a friendship just sort of dies of attrition. It's
There's
sort of
no
like,
word for it. You can't tell a mate, we've broken up, mate.
Yeah.
We're not friends anymore.
No, this is not working out for us. The beers are over. Beers on Friday are over.
We will never drink another beer. That is just not a thing we do anymore.
You just kind of cold shoulder someone until the friendship limps its way into a ditch.
Or, I mean, it then creates an amazing plot line for a thrilling film. If you look pretty creepy as this character you play, Gordo. Yeah. I wanted to know, I mean, you've gone for a reddish hair with a black goatee moustache combo.
Yeah.
Did you throw around any other creepy looks, or did you arrive at that one pretty quickly?
Well, the hoop earring sort of neatly finishes it off, and brown eyes, which look sort of weird on me.
Do you have a friend or something that has a hoop earring going, hey, mate, come on?
yeah. I think if you have a hoop earring and you're not a pirate, it's not cool.
You need to reassess that look.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Bateman in the film does an amazing job. He's not, I mean, people would know him as a comedic actor primarily.
Yeah.
He's an exceptional actor. Because you're in charge of this film, you're directing it, you wrote it, does he have to audition for you, or is he good enough that you just go, mate, would you do it?
No, you don't audition him. I'd seen how big a jerk he could be in his own movie, like Bad Words.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he's a likeable guy and a joke, and I needed everything in between. Funnily enough, we were putting together a high school yearbook sort of montage thing for a potential credit sequence, and I Googled his name. And the first picture that came up was him in Teen Wolf 2, because I Googled Jason Bateman high school.
Still his biggest credit.
Yeah, but that was when I realised, like, that's when I started being a fan of his.
Yeah.
Way back then. So it was sort of weird to sort of being his boss and telling him what to do.
Well, that's on that point.
Make him do Teen Wolf stuff just for your own amusement.
In between shots. Joel Edgerton, the film is The Gift. It's an absolute cracker, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Thanks, Jolly.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
August 17, 2015. The reveal of how they stitched up Joel Edgerton.
We played a trick on Joel Edgerton, Hollywood actor. Of course, The Gift is his new film.
He left the studio 5 or 10 minutes ago. As he was leaving, we were off air. We decided to play our own experiment of essentially based around the film The Gift of giving him a highly inappropriate present, which was a $47,000 Rolex Hando.
So we kind of kept the mics rolling in the studio here.
The goal was just, will he take it?
As we said goodbye to Joel, kind of gave him this watch nonchalantly to see whether he would actually take it. And this is what happened. Mate, thank you for that.
Hey man, this is for you. That's a thanks. Gift. Just for coming to the show. We give a gift to everyone. Yeah, it comes on. A little prez.
What the
the bag.
Is that? Are you serious?
Yeah, man. No, thanks for coming on.
You got me a fake Rolex.
No, that's the real deal.
We've been doing for a guest that we're
it's a present. It's a day date.
Yeah.
Man, we don't have a lot of guests on the show this year, and we want to make it special for when they come on.
Holy Are you playing a prank on me?
No. Take the bag.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, and also
no
thanks.
worries,
The time that you we pranked Nash was a
a
glorious moment on the radio.
Terrific.
So.
It was gold.
Yeah. So no, we
In fact,
appreciate
I
you
was
playing
pretty
along.
certain you were going to do something really kind of like dangerous to me today.
No, you're in the clear. You're moving around. You've already cut yourself up too much. You've already done something that's too dangerous.
Are you about to start your show?
Yeah, let's get back into it. Thanks again, bud.
Hey, man.
Is that your jacket? No,
Thanks,
that's
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. There you go.
Beauty. And congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff.
Thanks, mate.
Check you later.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he questioned it, but he still took it.
He has taken it. I mean,
He's taken it.
he's left.
I mean, he's
left.
left.
I mean, should we?
He's walked out. Yeah.
He was definitely in shock.
He was surprised. He said it was fake at first, but when we told him it was real, that's the bit where you give it back. It's a $47,000 watch.
Hey, our producer, we've sent Sam, our producer, down there. He's got a phone with him to try and stop Joel Edgerton.
I think it's up.
I'm just waiting out the front of the elevator.
Great.
Yeah, he's taken it. Yeah. He's taken it, Sammy.
Can you see him? I mean, that's...
I can't see him.
Don't let him leave, Sam. He's got a $47,000 watch.
Okay, Joel's just coming out to the elevator. Would you like me to put it on the phone?
Yeah, that'd be
Yes,
great.
please.
No, hey, Joel, sorry, Hamish Andy just wanted to say one last thing.
Yeah, you pranked me.
We just didn't know if you'd take a $47,000 watch.
You know, the beauty of it is I don't know the value of things. All I know is that I was ready for the fact that you were probably going to email me and tell me you just sent me a fake.
right, yeah,
right.
Yeah,
well, no, it's not. Please don't leave with it. It's got like 8 diamonds in it.
I'm already down on
Joel,
the street. I'm leaping over the balcony.
Do not.
Partial credit to you, though, Joel, because you were shocked.
Yeah.
But then you went, I'll take it anyway.
I just thought I got to walk out of here and just sort of like process this. But you know what I love about you guys too is that you're not in the business of taking things back. That these pranks that just sort of like that, you get so much value out of them that it's worth.
Yeah, I reckon if I had to put a dollar figure on this one, I've probably got about $40 worth of value. So we still are shy of that magic $47,000 mark. If you're trying to distract us while you've kept walking, please don't, because there are 2 people from Rolex in here who have been assigned to guard the watch.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Hey, Joel, thanks.
I'm in the elevator, so it's a little.
Joel, don't make us promote a film that's against the gift. It's the only piece of leverage we have.
Thanks, mate. See you soon.
Thanks, Joel.
See you, mate.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 8th, 2015.
This is Australia's only radio segment where we call around to see if you are Australia's only at something. This is Australia's only.
We came across this yesterday, didn't we, Ham, as an idea?
Looking at places or businesses that call themselves Australia's only something. Now, a lot of people do it. It's always...
Good marketing tool.
It's a great marketing tool.
Yeah.
It's always fun to think that you're the only place in Australia that provides something. Yesterday we tried to tell Australia's only sound-alike and look-alike Rolling Stones tribute band that they were no longer the only guys in the look-alike, sound-alike
It's a
category.
pressure test, isn't it? It's a pressure test to see. It's to see how fiercely they'll protect
the title of Australia's only. And because the thing is, when you're Australia's only, no one gives it to you. You're just it by default.
Yes.
It's not like there was a contest and you won the rights to be Australia's only, unless you're something like the Army.
Yeah.
Like that you're Australia's only army because there's only one of you. But if you're a business, you just get it yourself. So we found another great one today, Ando.
I love how specific they get.
The more specific, the more fun it is for us.
It's Bancroft's Dry Cleaning, who are Australia's only certified couture dry cleaners.
Now, I only know what couture is from my wife, but it's fancy clothes that people wear on runways that aren't available in shops.
Yes.
So like
bespoke,
Chanel, for example, like anything you see on Zoolander that they walk down the catwalk in, it's all those silly clothes that you see on catwalks that you can't get at DJs.
Yeah.
That's couture. I mean, Anna and I are just testing it off ourselves, but that's our understanding of what couture is. So how would these guys react, we wonder, if I was to give them a call now and go, listen, hey, I'm from a different dry cleaning store. Now, these guys are in Melbourne, aren't they, Bancroft? I just ring them and say, hey, listen, I'm from a place in Sydney and got some bad news for you. We're a certified couture dry cleaner as well.
See if they'll want to change.
Now, as always, Ando, you're in the background.
Yeah,
we did this yesterday. You pop in and really just give the impression that our dry cleaners is going gangbusters.
Okay, jacked up the number.
Hello, Nick speaking.
Nick, my name's Peter Dawson. I'm from Dry Dreams up in Sydney in Double Bay. How you going?
How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Hey, I'm just looking online. You guys are doing the couture dry cleaning?
Sure are.
Yeah, right. We're in the same boat. We just got into it ourselves.
Oh, really? That's excellent.
Yeah, so we're doing couture. I'm just looking on the line, and you've got on your website Australia's only certified couture dry cleaner. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, right. It's a bit of an awkward one, but now that Dry Dreams is in the game and we are certified doing couture dry... Oh, hang on one sec. Yep.
How much for this dress?
Show us the back. $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
She's got more of them.
More couture?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her to bring it in.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that we're in the game... Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
And we are certified as well.
Who are you certified by? Because we're the only member of Leading Cleaners International in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, we've been in touch with them and they're keen on certifying us. We've got the Australian Institute of Cleaning who've given us the green tick.
Never even heard of them.
Well, they've given us a certificate. So we're going to go ahead and say we're also a certified couture dry cleaner. So you might want to change on your website now that you're one of two.
Well, we're the only one certified by Leading Cleaners International.
Maybe put that on.
That's...
How much floor space have you got?
Why would that matter?
Well, just because we've got we're almost 2,000 square metres, so we're thinking of going Australia's biggest certified couture dry cleaner. Unless...
Well, we're a couture boutique place in Toorak Road, South Yarra, so we're definitely smaller than that.
Okay, you could do Australia's smallest certified couture dry cleaner.
You're joking, right?
Well, I mean, unless you can top 2,000 square metres.
Size isn't everything, Peter. I don't know. Really, I don't know where you're going with this phone call.
Oh, hang on one sec.
But
Sorry,
it's actually quite insulting.
Give me 1 sec. Hello? Yep. Yes, we do. We do couture. Bring it in. As much couture as you want. Great. See you later. Sorry about that.
Peter, this is a comedy, right? I mean, all these interruptions and all this, yes, we do couture, and you're the smallest and we're the biggest. I mean, where are you going with these insults? I don't quite understand.
Nick. Sorry, Nick.
So, Nick,
it's Hamish and Andy here, mate. Very well spotted by you.
we were just
trying to find the most specific thing that was Australia's only something. And
that's so funny.
And in our mind, Australia's only certified couture dry cleaner was a pretty niche market, and we wanted to see how you go with a pressure test of having...
Oh, my goodness, my kids will love it.
Well, everyone out there, Nick is Bancroft is definitely the Australia's only, but I like it. You tried to protect it, my friend. Thanks very much for being on the show.
All right, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Australia's smallest and biggest couture dry cleaner.
And you know what? If you ever need anything done, come and see me. I'll look after you.
Thank you. I got a lot of couture jeans.
Okay, very good.
Thanks,
Thank you. Bye.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 21st, 2015. Plans were well underway for the race that slows down the nation. 50 listeners in horse suits racing around a country track in Wedderburn on the day before the Melbourne Cup.
And we need a race caller, one of the most important parts.
I think we'd sort of assumed we'd call it ourselves, but today as we were thinking about it, it will be confusing.
You need someone far better than us.
You want someone that gives you a nice flow of how the horses are running, because 50 people in horse suits is going to be a heck of a race.
Brandon, you are a race caller. At what level?
At the very beginning.
You're starting out.
Yeah,
Would this be your first one?
This should be probably the first one, but I usually do it after a couple of frothies for the lads around there and watching the horses.
Also, you call off the TV.
Yeah.
Good on you. And
now,
Brandon,
do you try and get it
right? He's got the
right?
right voice, isn't he, Ham? He's got the right voice for a call.
Because he sort of, I mean, why, what is that voice, Brandon? It sort of sounds like a slightly deeper jockey's voice.
I wouldn't say I'm a jockey. I've probably had too many meat pies to be a jockey.
But it's a perfect voice for it, Brandon. Stand by.
I love it, Brandon.
Matt's also here. Matt, are you a race caller, horse racing caller?
I am indeed. I do it professionally for a living.
Oh, lovely.
Jeez. Well, this is a bit of a David versus Goliath, isn't it?
What kind of races? All kind of races, Matt?
Yeah, I do greyhound racing, harness racing, and thoroughbred racing.
Jeez, the triple threat. Yep. Is there any other kind of racing that gets called in Australia?
Not particularly. Probably athletics racing's about the only other.
Yeah, true. Not as exciting, is it?
Now horse suits, put that amongst that. Great pedigree. Here's the challenge for Matt and Brandon. They're both standing by.
Well, I mean, we've got another potential. Big J is coming right at the end here.
Yep.
Now, Big J, have you called a horse race before?
G'day, boys. Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy, Big J.
How are you? How's it going?
Yeah, very good.
Big J, have you called a horse race or a dog race?
Never professionally.
Yeah, sure.
I've actually got a mate that should be ringing up right now, but he's probably passed out somewhere.
Well, he's missed his chance because this is our very sudden and final audition call. Now,
they're all standing by. Big J, Matt, and Brandon here.
Let's include Big J in these auditions.
Yeah. Here is how it's going to work. We're going to go to a song, but for the three of you guys sitting there listening, we're going to give you 6 horses now. So hopefully you've got the ability to remember them or take them down. The horses, and these are guys in horse suits that are running.
These are genuine horses from the People's Race.
Yes. Fart Lap.
Yep.
Stall Gift Winner. Trojan Horse. Sir Templeton. Harry Trotter. And Rascals Redemption. There's 6 of the 50. We're going to go to a song now. You guys have taken that down, and let's hear their calls.
So you got a song to put together your call. Use all your best tricks.
Yep.
Use your best voice.
But go serious on it.
You'll get to audition after this, and we'll pick our race caller for the race.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 21st, 2015.
A race that slows down the nation. 50 people in horse suits running around the country horse racing track of Wedderburn. A free event. Anyone can come from around Australia, but all the horses have been registered, and we are looking now for a race caller, Ham.
And I'm really glad we're doing this, Anna, because it dawned on us today. We're not cut out for this. We don't want to get it wrong.
No.
We want to be able to enjoy the call. So what we've done is we put the call out to go, are you either a professional race caller, an amateur race caller, or have you always just thought you'd be bloody good at calling a race? Now, bearing in mind, this race will go for 2 or 3 minutes. There's a lot of pressure on you. You'll be the only voice on the airwaves across this country calling the greatest horse suit race of all time.
3 minutes stood up. Brandon, Matt, and Big J. We'll start with Brandon, but Brandon, the challenge we gave you before that last song, for new listeners, welcome, is incorporate 6 names that are already running and registered for the People's Race, the race that slows down the nation. Brandon, you remember all the names?
Yep, certainly do.
Give us your best call. Well, we'll do a little sound effect as if the gates have opened, and then you just take it away, all right?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Gates fly open now and looks to be Rascal Redemption's got a quick jump out, followed up by Harry Trotter, then comes Stall Gift Winner. 2 lengths behind them is going to be Serpentin, then comes Trojan Horse. File Up has missed the jump by quite a bit. The early favourite needs a lot to move up now, and still going to be Stall Gift Winner with about a front to go. They've got 1,200 metres out the Flemington Racecourse, then comes Serpentin, Trojan Horse, followed up by Rascal Redemption. It's going to be File Up and Harry Trotter starting to make a move now, but still out in front by Stall Gift Winner. Let's see if he's got the legs to go the whole way down the Flemington Straight. Serpentin's about a length and a half on him.
Oh, sorry.
We didn't let you
we don't have time for the...
but it's bloody good.
Jeez, you really sound like it.
Yeah, we're impressed, Brandon. We're very impressed.
I mean, you did say they were racing at Flemington, which is a real step up for our horse suit race, but
loved it.
Bloody
okay,
good.
Brendan, well done. Matt.
How you going?
Matt, there's a lot of pressure on you here, which I know you're used to because you've called races professionally.
Yes, the only of 3, Ham, that has...
I imagine this is just... You were just going to eat this
Have you ever called a race at Wedderburn before, Matt?
I haven't, no.
Yeah.
I haven't. I've never called a horse suit race either.
So
Okay.
this is a big career highlight for you.
You've also got the names here. Your audition starts after this.
So they're off now. Fight lap begin, fast down near the inside. Will lead early from Sir Templeton, who's going forward. Stall Gift Winner will settle down third. 4th, Rascals Redemption. A length, Harry Trotter and Trojan Horse. So coming around the home turn in the race that slows down the nation, it's Fart Lap from Sir Templeton. Stall Gift Winner's coming at them the outside. Rascals Redemption awaits the run. And then Harry Trotter and Trojan Horse, 100 left to go. It's Fart Lap from Sir Templeton. Trojan horses flashing home on the outside. It's Fartlap and Trojan horse. Trojan horse over the top of them. Trojan horse got up and won it. It's Fartlap and still gets winner.
Yes. Wow. When you hear the professional, I mean, Brandon, fantastic.
I also love the fact that Trojan horse, which is actually a 2-man giant wooden Trojan horse on wheels that's being constructed by a couple of guys in Victoria. I love the fact that he wins in the end and has gone over the top of a guy running in a horse suit.
Super impressive. Two great choices here. We go to Big J.
Now, Big J, you've never professionally done any racing commentary, but are you feeling confident?
Oh, well, that's pretty stiff competition, but your old mate Big J will give it a good crack.
Okay, Big J.
Here we go, Big J.
Okay, after you hear the gates open, take it away.
Racing, Fartlap, Avalon by Sir Templeton, Harry Cross coming into the radical rhythm, and Trojan horse brings it up there. Oh my God, Trojan horse is full, Trojan horse is out of the race. That's the race, Fartlap is up there, Sir Templeton brings it around, Harry Cross pulls it out to the front, radical rhythm, Storgift is taking it out, Storgift is coming out nowhere, Storgift is absolutely taking it out. All the other horses are falling out, Storgift is the winner.
Big J.
Big J.
For lack of articulation, you certainly won with speed.
Look, let's not bother about actual words. Let's get across the vibe. Seems to be your motto.
We were so
Jay,
impressed.
I mean,
I know you are leaning towards Big J, but for the sake of
an excited mess on the day, but we probably do need to communicate what's going on at the race.
We certainly do to all the people that can't make it there. And Haim, I'm going to award it to Matt.
Yeah,
I mean, Brandon, well done as well, but
unreal.
Matt, having a professional head, Matty, are you able to get to the small town of Wedderburn?
At this stage, I can.
Fantastic. Because
okay, well, please do, because Big J's our backup. So for the sake of the event, please come, Matt.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
November 2nd, 2015, the day before the Melbourne Cup, and thousands of people flocked to Wedderburn in country Victoria for the race that slows down the nation. 50 listeners racing in horse suits.
Hamish, you are 200 metres or so away from me. Can you hear me, Haim?
Yes, mate. I'm over here with the 2-man horse suits. Everybody's raring to go. I'm trying to hold them back like bloody a team of dragons here. I feel like Khaleesi when the dragons go rogue.
Well, they've got to be dancing first, remember.
Yes, I know. They're fired up.
Wherever you are in the country, you're about to hear history being made. We are sitting here and I'm looking at all the one-man horse suits, Ham. It just looks incredible. Some of them are already holding their heads up, which does not bode well for having to run 800 metres in it. And obviously the sun has come out to bead down on them right when it hurts the most. Haim, Jessica Malboy joins us back on stage. Jess, are you there?
I am. I'm so dreading this. I don't know what I've gotten myself into.
Jess, you've probably got the hardest job of anyone on the track except for our race caller who's almost got an impossible one. You're about to sing the national anthem. At a point towards the end, you'll transition perfectly into the hit R&B song Pony by Genuine. At that stage, all the horses will dance sexily. It's very sexily to loosen up their hips.
That's right.
After that, Jess, then you have to get in your horse suit because you've elected to run and fight your way through a few thousand people to the start line.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm ready, though. I'm pumped.
Well, unlike the Melbourne Cup, Ham, the Emirates Melbourne Cup, all our horses over here are upstanding, and a lot of them are going to have their hands on their hearts.
Yeah.
As Jess, you take away the national anthem into Pony by Genuine.
Yes.
Go for it.
Australians all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with gold and snow and wealth untold. Our home is good by sea.
Jess.
Yeah, warm it up. Yeah, grind it. Hey! Here we go. I'm just a bachelorette. I'm looking for a partner. Someone who knows how to ride without even falling off. Gotta be compatible. Take me to my limits. Girl, when I break you off, I promise that you won't wanna get upset. You're on it, let's do it, you know it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming. John, let me hear you say, if you're on it, let's do it. Say, ride it, my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming. John, bring it down now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, ride that pony. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, ride that pony. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, ride that pony. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. All right, let me say, if you're on it, let's do it. Hey, riding my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming. You can jump on Hamish, you're Hamish and Andy, riding on my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming. You can jump on it.
Yes!
God,
Jess Malboyham.
How you going, Ando? I'm out of breath.
I'm out of breath.
God, that was some good dancing.
It was great dancing. All the horses did exactly as they were told, grinded it out. Hey, Jess Malboy, I could see it from where my vantage point, literally finished the last lyric, ripped off her jacket, and she's charging off to a horse suit. Let's set the tone then, everyone. Let's go up to Matt. He's our race caller. Matty, can you hear us?
I can indeed.
Matt, what's it like? What does it look like from up there?
Matty sits 3 stories up, guys, in a race called Tower.
It's incredible. They've come from far and wide for the greatest horse suit race in history, and they look $1 million.
I have never, in all our years of broadcasting, been so excited, Ando. This looks phenomenal. What a day. What a moment Australia's about to experience. I'm ready. Are you ready down there, Ando?
Everyone seems to be set over here.
So they're set for a start. Stand by. They're off now. Making a clean getaway out of the one-man suits is Gazelle, and it jumped beautifully. Showing good speed here is Harry Trotter. It's one of the 2-man suits and it leads. So Harry Trotter's right up there, showing some good pace. Also is Far Out as they go into the back. So Far Out's got a good break here. Moving into second placing on the outside came Harry Trotter. They're followed then by Fartlap, who's next in the field. Further back then came A Bernie. It's down on the inside there, and just up in front of that is Fartlap as they go into the back. Then starting to make some ground, the first of the one-man suits, and that is Gazelle. And he's really going after the 2-man suit leaders. And going strongly out in front is Far Out, and it leads the way. Gazelle starting to make some ground. He's got the second, and there's also another one coming out of the pack, another one of the one-man suits. It might be Stall Gift winner. Gee, here's the omen tip. So it looks like to be a race in 3 as they come around the home turn, where it's Redback Ranger who got to the lead from Far Out, but Stall Gift winner is coming on, and they're followed further back in the field by Gazelle, who's starting to tire, and also making ground is Red Eye Rifleman. But Stall Gift winner had charged to the front halfway down the straight. He's raced away. Running into second place in came Red Eye Rifleman, but it's all Stall Gift winner. It's a minute in front, and Stall Gift winner is going to be a horse race suit champion. Stall Gift winner has bolted it in, won by about 35 metres. Second in came Red Eye Rifleman, and they're followed then by Redback Ranger, who's in a photo finish for third with Rascal's Redemption. In fact, Rascal's Redemption might have grabbed the third there with Redback Ranger. Then came next was Gazelle.
Extremely good call. Unbelievable. Murray, who-farted is our winner as we... Well done. Did you knew you had it in you?
No, not at any stage.
Who farted? I'm just so proud that we can say the winner of the race that slows down the nation is who farted.
And it could be one of 7,000 people. That's the question. Who is it?
It looked like, Ham, a photo for third and a bit of jostling with between a two-man horse suit and Tom. Rascals Redemption. The horses are coming in now.
Still finishing. It's a slow field.
This is amazing to watch.
These guys have absolutely left nothing in the tank. Every single horse that was in this race has pushed themselves to the absolute limit.
The paper mache suits just crossed. That's fallen in a heap as we have the last ones make up the rear. I haven't seen Jess Melboy arrive yet. She may be amongst the pack.
When I was standing on the corner, ex-Wallaby Pat McCabe in the Brumby Jack outfit was right near the end of the pack. Just in a solid jog.
Pat missed the start. I'll confirm that.
He still hasn't crossed. What a race, Ando. What a race.
Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 28, 2015. Just before their epic race took over Wedderburn, the boys were excited to make the local TV news.
Came the race that slows down the nation, featured on regional television on the news.
Win News, it was the lead story, and they kept checking back in throughout the night with updates.
I'm not sure that happened, but
I am.
But this was just a little snippet. They went around, they asked different locals in the area how they are feeling. This is a snippet of what was broadcast last night.
50 people dressed as horses will run around Donald Park for the race that slows down the nation on Monday afternoon.
Town's pretty excited about it. It's all over Facebook and things like that.
Can't wait until they do another movie.
Now, it was so good to hear that bloke on Main Street just look at the camera and go, can't wait till they do another movie. Because not a lot of people appreciate our movie, Ando.
No, yeah,
that you and I did in 1998.
Yep. When we were 17. A lot of people...
It was meant to be the start of a big action franchise.
Yep.
The film, I'm sure a lot of people know the film we're talking about, but on the other hand, it is brought up rarely.
Yeah.
The film was called McKinsey and Bernhardt.
Global Detective Force.
Global Detective Force. And it was a $155 million film, which is a lot of money. Now that's pretty standard, but
it's a lot of money back then.
In 98, that was a ton of cash. And you and I both had to take time out of year 11, but we were very promising young actors, and we played older detectives really well.
Yep.
And it was a cool film. I'm still really proud of it.
Oh, there was parts for me that I realised why it wasn't as well received.
Well, I know they for 155 mil, they probably scrimped a bit on screenwriting.
Yep. For instance, I felt like we used each other's names too often.
But the director wanted that to bed in both McKinsey and Bernhardt. Why don't we play a few clips from it? Here's one of our favourite scenes.
Why, McKinsey? Why always bringing up Samantha?
Just let it go, Bernhardt.
I have the right to know.
She's my goddamn wife.
What? The president is your wife, McKinsey?
So now you know, hotshot.
So you can see there, even though McKinsey and Bernhardt were good detective partners, there's also some stuff they didn't know about each other, like one of them being married to the female president.
Which was, again, I think a lot of people saw holes in that. If you're good mates and detectives, you would realise that you were married to the president.
That's what I liked about it. And the fun thing about McKinsey and Bernhardt is they helped each other solve the little riddles and stuff they would face in different cases.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another, you would have seen this clip on classic film shows, but here's probably the most famous scene of the film.
You don't need answers from me. You already have them. Goodbye.
What does he mean, McKinsey?
Wait a second, Bernhardt. He's talking about the microchip I swallowed.
What about it?
Don't you see? It'll have the answers to the Aztec puzzle on it.
Of course. You're brilliant, McKinsey.
Not as brilliant as you, Bernhardt.
Again, they'd like to use each other's names, but it beds it in.
There's a lot of back patting in the film, which I think audiences didn't like.
Nowadays, everyone's swallowing microchips in films, but in 98, that was revolutionary. How about the shootout?
Well, the problem was as well. I think we had to over-explain too much in the writing and the dialogue. There seems like too many scenes were over-explained.
I don't agree with that criticism.
Okay.
I think for me, it was a great example of a film that was perfectly written, and one that a lot of other films have tried to emulate but struggled to since.
I swear to God, McKinsey, I will shoot!
Bernhardt, you shoot me, you lose the last clue to the location of Atlantis, the mythical city buried under the sea full of untold treasures.
It's not about Atlantis anymore. It's about revenge. I don't care about Atlantis.
Oh, really, Bernhardt? You don't care about the mythical city buried under the sea full of untold treasures?
Stop telling me about Atlantis, McKinsey. I've already established I'm not interested
powerful scene.
Well, yeah, again, but I feel like...
One man with a secret, one man with a gun. That's film. And that's what that bloke on the main street of Wedderburn probably loved the most.
A lot of people also are critical of the end.
We will play the end scene of the film.
It was a waste of time to go and watch the
if
whole
you've just
film.
joined us, we're playing back scenes from the film that Andy and I did in 98, McKinsey and Bernhardt. Buddy cop, high-budget buddy cop action film. This is a bit of a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the film yet, chin out now, because we are going to play the end scene.
Wake up. Wake up. Bernhardt? Where am I?
You're still at the skate park, McKinsey. You got knocked out.
My skateboard must have hit my head, Bernhardt. But what about the President and Atlantis and the F1 car chase through the streets of Paris?
McKinsey, all that stuff you're telling me is completely news to me. You must have dreamt it all.
Oh, classic McKinsey.
And that was the credits. And again, we did cop a bit of heat for having a 25-minute credit roll. That's how many people worked on the film, so you got to give people credit where it's due.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
And I think I witnessed my son, Sonny, fall in love for the first time.
Really? What with?
Not something that's attached to his own body. So he fall in love with another human being.
Yeah, right.
Because he's probably in...
I was thinking like...
A girl his age.
Right.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was thinking like, he loves this teddy or he loves...
No, he likes Moo.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a love. It's more of a business agreement, I think. Moo's who he sleeps with. It's sort of a rag with a cow's head.
It's not Vivian, is it?
No, it's not Tim's daughter. God, no.
Yeah.
No, she's I mean, compared to... She's almost... Well, I mean, she's not almost 2, but she's a lot more active than him.
Yeah.
She's a handful.
Exactly.
For Sonny, he's not
ready.
ready.
High maintenance.
He's not ready to go that high. I think Viv's probably about 18, well, probably about 20 months old now.
Which would be like Sonny dating someone double his age.
Well, he's only 15 months, but that's a big gap. The 5 months between 15 and 20 is, it's probably about 10 years in grown-up years. So it's a huge commitment.
Yeah.
And also just if you were dating someone that is quite a bit taller than you and can run and you can't. Things, things like that. Just like beats you on the physical side of things.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, this girl wasn't younger than him. He definitely is dating an older lady.
Where'd they
like
meet?
his pups. This girl's slightly older. They met at Woolies. They're at the supermarket. They both in their pushers, both in their prams. So tough to get a read on this girl's kind of height and age. But I would say in the vicinity, maybe a bit older. She was bigger. She had better control of sort of her toys and things like that, and just seemed a little bit more settled in her pram. But essentially, we're in the fruit section, and they're both strapped in, so there's no kind of he can't walk over to her. Like if you were picking someone up at the supermarket, you can't walk over and inspect the fruit near her and try and get her right. So he's at the mercy of what I do with him because he's strapped to a chair.
Did you wingman him well?
Tried to. Well, I didn't know what was going on at first because, it's a pusher thing, like a pram thing. If the kids are near each other, you kind of make them say hi and stuff like that. But when I turned him away, he got cranky. So I was like, what's going on here? And I'm sort of I'm looking for fruit and stuff and filling up the bags. And then I was like, had to turn him back to face her. And he literally made this noise. He went, that's good. That's what I want to look at. And so he just was staring at it. So it's interesting because at this age, he doesn't have game like I do.
He's close.
Well, I mean, he's a bit too stary. Too stary.
I know.
I can look and look away. Look and look away. And I was trying to teach him look and look away. Like, don't drill into her because he would get angry if she wasn't looking at him too.
Right.
But
you didn't. I don't remember you publicly being upset when girls weren't interested in you or you couldn't see them, but certainly privately you'd have a good crank with me.
Well, this is the hard bit because he doesn't know to keep it behind closed doors yet. So when she went over to like the rice aisle, he cried. He started crying. So I was like, oh no, mate, come on, we've got to play it cooler than that. Like, don't worry. I'll do lots of unnecessary bump intos for this girl for you. I'll look after you here, Sonny.
Just quickly, was it a male or female?
With a dad.
I was a dad. Okay, I was going to say, because otherwise it could have been...
Like I'm trying to bump into the girl. But everyone knows what it's like when you're grown up and you see someone cute at the supermarket and you're single. You do a lot of unnecessary walks down aisles.
Yeah.
What do I need? Do I have a coffee machine? No. Still no.
Yeah. I've been seeing the whole lactose intolerance section going,
I know.
Can't remember whether
celiac. I just think I do need wheat pasta. No, I don't. So I'm trying to give him those ones, but baby version. So we're scooting past, and there's a lot of sort of like waving and like there's total chemistry between them. So we probably, over the course of the supermarket, overlapped about 10 times. And then when it came time to say goodbye, like they went in a different direction, and it was heartbreaking for him. I mean, this was it. And he tried to give her his truck.
That's nice.
Which was a really...
I mean, Noah built a house for the girl in the Notebook. But
this is 15 months.
I know, I was just saying, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
And then, so I was like, that's so beautiful, because that means everything to him, that little cement mixer. I mean, it's quite an expensive Danish wooden toy, so I was like, no, we don't. That's a nice gesture, but obviously she doesn't appreciate it. But, bye-bye. But I got home and I tried to do this. I was like, he gave her his most cherished item that he loves playing with. So when I got home and unstrapped him and stuff and he was playing around, I went to my bike where I've got the little, like your Speedo computer, the Garmin, unclipped it and went into Zoe, who was on the computer. And when I said, I want you to have this, doesn't work. It doesn't work if you give a grown-up your most cherished possession.
Hamish Andy.
Remember how I thought of a great slogan for Samsonite luggage?
No.
Do you not remember that?
No, but refresher.
Best case scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Now, I can't force these to come into my head, but sometimes I think of great slogans for companies.
Yep.
And, I can't do anything with them. I offer them to the company. I haven't seen Samsonite. Like I suppose it doesn't have to be Samsonite. Like any luggage
company.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Best case scenario. Really good ad.
Yep.
You see that on a billboard, you go, that's clever.
Yeah.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that suitcase.
I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but
I think you would.
You would say that's clever. You won't go straight to, I'm going to go buy one now.
I think you'd be actually so chuffed at the slogan.
Different opinions.
So another one came into my head last night, and I'm just like, this is...
You got it again, did you?
This is good. But this is why I couldn't work in advertising, I don't think, because when I know when I'm on, I'm on.
Yeah.
And I think because I think from what I understand from advertising, right, if you give them a whole bunch of stuff and they're like, all right, we'll think about it. I'd be like, nah, you're idiots if you don't go with this. And if you don't want it, I'm out.
Yeah.
So you're a bit
pig-headed, but the other thing...
Not pig-headed. I'm just sort of like, this is what you're paying the big bucks for, guys. So Nespresso.
Yeah.
So Nescafe, the espresso, the pods.
Yeah, the pods, yeah.
Right. So it's a picture... So this is the ad. I think it's a billboard. Oh, no, I'm just shuffling papers.
Thought you'd made a mock-up.
No,
I was pretty excited.
I didn't do any effort. Didn't put any effort in.
Sure.
It's a billboard, and it's kind of a kitchen, and there's the Nespresso machine there, right? And kind of 2 mugs, early morning, 2 mugs and maybe a bowl of cereal, whatever, and it kind of fades to black up. So that's the bottom half of the billboard. And then the tagline is, it's a Nespressity. So it's a necessity.
Oh, your first one was good, wasn't it?
It's a Nespressity.
What if it was...
No, that's it.
No. What if it was
buy
this?
it or I leave?
What if it was the Nespresso pod and it's just George Clooney and it just says iPod? And because he uses the pods.
Jack? You're the client. You're an espresso. Who are you going to go with?
Well, I feel like iPod will run into legal trouble, so
no, it's
I'll go with
I space pod.
Yeah, still,
and it's a quote, and it says there's a dash and says George Clooney, and George Clooney is looking at you.
All right, it's a draw.
I think I bullied him into a draw. Same as
That's not how advertising works. All right, we're doing 2 campaigns that are completely different.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast.